Why hello there. I know it's been some time since I Jesus, I cannot talk. Since I last uploaded. But as you can see, my dear sickness is not leaving me alone, although I feel much better. But my voice is still somewhat messed up and I cough like an animal. A sick little animal. But anyway, I thought about giving you a quick update, on Snow White, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I also wanted to talk about Great Britain, just a little bit, but I'm gonna leave that as the last part of this video. So first of all, I want to talk about this beautiful movie named Snow White, which was ass. But I just wanted to focus on... Your account has been locked? Not part of the script, but okay. Okay, I fixed it, I guess. X does not like the fact that I made an account just a few minutes ago, because I had to do a little bit of research, but this beautiful individual named Rachel Zegler, she, her, hers. I'm so Juliet, I'm so weirded out, and you're so cringe and annoying. Anyway, this individual has made this, I don't know, story that was meant for children into a movie that is so crap. Well, she didn't make it, someone else made it, but because she was part of the movie and she had the lead role, right? She was the main character. She made this movie into such a mess, and it's so, I don't know, it's very satisfying to see her downfall, but at the same time she's kind of not accepting the downfall, even though she's most definitely going down hill, I guess. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is this. Remember this little tweet, and always remember Free Palestine, and the thing that I love about it the most are the replies. Free Palestine from what? The regressive and genocidal terrorist governments that hate women? What a sad, petty and ignorant person you are. Rachel Zegler is trolling her much more famous and beautiful Snow White co-star Gal Gadot. Disney continues to hire the wrong actors, blah 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 blah. Now this is the part that's interesting, because I heard that Gal Gadot was getting hate, right? But I thought it was because she was not a good actress or something like that, but no. Apparently, this is something that I did not know, Disney forced to beef up Gal Gadot's security after Snow White star got death threats over pro-Israel comments report. Now, this is not necessarily the only factor, because her best friend, Snow White producer, flew to New York after studio's alarm over Rachel Zegler's post. Let me see if I'm not wrong. Let's see, free. Yes, Rachel Zegler, star of Disney's live-action Snow White, which is a crap piece of shite movie, okay? It's nothing like the original story, okay? I really don't know why they didn't just make a new movie that was somewhat based on Snow White, but is not Snow White. I mean, they wouldn't have gotten the same amount of hate from that. It's just beyond me, You take something that is basically at this point a work of art, right? Is something that is beloved, and for the love of God, is something that is for children, mainly small children, little boys and little girls. I would tend to say, mainly for little girls, right? Yeah, I just don't see why you'd take a movie like that to make a live action, I don't know, remake of it, right? And you derail from the original story and you make it using communistic propaganda and such. Oh my god, it's so fun, and it's so sad at the same time. Anyway, reportedly shocked studio executives after she followed up a social media post about the film with the statement, "And always remember, Free Palestine." The post led Snow White producer Mark Platt to fly to New York to speak directly to the actor on the chaotic lead up to the film's release this past weekend. So yeah, apparently Gal Gadot got quite a lot of hate and death threats because of this Very interesting individual who is very petty and is quite a big narcissist. But anyway, I don't really care. Let us look again at this. I don't know why it says it's 1.5 million dislikes now when it told me it was 1.8. Let me see if it's because of Edge. Oh, there's two different ones. Let's see now. So this one has got 1.5 million dislikes. And the other one, which is the one that I'm looking at right now, yes, this one. This one's got 2.1 million dislikes. You cannot make this up. And the ratings are 1.6 on IMDb. I love it. I absolutely love it. Anyway, moving forward, yes, this is basically just the quick little update. Rachel Zegler is basically not accepting her downfall, even though she is facing quite a big downfall, especially because she's been so stubborn again, and she's been quite the narcissist. But hey, there's nothing you can do about it if she's that much of a narcissist and so annoying, and she's not even that pretty. She's kind of ugly if you ask me. Yeah, I just don't get it. She ruined the whole movie. And to be honest, it's not her fault, you know. It's not only her fault. There's been much more, oh yes, compared to Ariel. Which, oh Jesus, never mind, let's move on. Assassin's Creed Shadows, another thing that is very controversial for all the wrong reasons. And I wanted to show you this post because it's so funny. Over 3 million players for AC Shadows, second highest day one sales revenue in Assassin's Creed franchise history. Biggest Ubisoft day one ever on PlayStation digital stores. Best community ever with over 40 million hours already played. Justice is forged in shadows. I have a problem with this one. They even put an eagle, which basically to me kind of hints at the shadow government, which is it's not a good thing, but anyway. Of course, the first comments, replies, whatever they are called on the X, are basically just coping. I really don't get it. But if you scroll far enough, killing it, Tencent acquires 25% stake in Ubisoft's new gaming subsidiary. Oh no, it's happening. It is happening. 3 million copies sold, they would still lose between 353 millions and 553 millions. Oh my god, yes. I love downfalls, especially when the person or the company or the conglomerate or whatever it is, the thing in question that is facing a downfall has been stubborn, annoying and stupid. I love it so much. And my dyslexic ass thought it was not Tencent, but actually Take-Two Interactive. Can you imagine it? Ubisoft being acquired by Take-Two Interactive, which is basically Rockstar, Zynga and 2K. But mainly, you know, Rockstar Games, right? Can you imagine that, you know? Having Take-Two basically tell them to drop all the gay, lesbian, woke shit, DEI bullshit out the window and start making games that are actually good and not just propaganda, and they're not making a game for the sole purpose of sending a stupid message. Can you imagine that? But no, it was just my you get the point. It was my dyslexic ass not being able to distinguish between Take-Two Interactive and where is it? And Tencent. But even though I don't really like Chinese companies all that much, at least they won't give us that DEI woke bullshit. Instead, they will give us some Chinese propaganda or something like that. Anyway, moving on to the last part. Ah yes, Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of Great Britain. I think. Anyway, this man has made a post that is so I apologize, so interesting, so fun. Confirmed ninja swords will be banned by this summer. When we promise action, we take it. When we promise action, we take it. Oh, okay, I just read it like a retard. It's okay, I'm sorry. So, I apologize again. I'm getting excited. How about butter knives, letter openers, spatulas? I love these replies. Let's read them for just a moment. How about banning machetes? That's what's seen every day on the streets. You're nothing more than a terrorist sympathizer. True. But there is a comment, and here it is. It's so beautiful. Here, my friend. It isn't the ninja sword. It's the ninjas. IYKYK. I don't know what that means. Anyway. Also, this one is, again, so fun. Let us know how that works out for ya. We're banning ninja swords to save Britain. Muslims stabbing people with other stuff. I'm not gonna be that racist and say Muslims. I will say Muslims, Africans, and all the people that come illegally into Britain. Okay. Jesus. Ninja swords owners will be paid to surrender weapons before ban. Oh my god. Just ordered 10,000 ninja swords on Temu, gonna be rich. I mean, can you see how stupid this is? I'm gonna give you an example. Do you remember that woman that was being interviewed in Sweden, and she was basically being asked about criminals and something like that? I can't even remember it all that much, but I remember this. Her answer to one of the questions. In Sweden, it is forbidden by the law. You know, it is forbidden by the law to be a criminal. You know, you cannot be a criminal in Sweden because it is forbidden by the law. I don't know what to tell you. Therefore, there are no criminals in Sweden. Yeah, that's how this sounds to me, you know. Ninja swords are forbidden by law. Therefore, you cannot own them. Oh, really? Really? You think that's gonna stop them? And to be honest, what is the definition of ninja swords? I mean, can you still have ninja great swords? I mean, it's a different category. Ninja daggers. I mean, I got the point, don't I? To be honest, that's kind of it, because it's getting annoying at this point. I just wanted to give you a short little update on how Snow White is doing. Not good. 1.6 out of 10 on IMDb. Let's look at it again. Oof, it hurts, it hurts. Assassin's Creed Shadows being acquired. Well, not necessarily acquired, but Tencent bought quite a significant part of, you know, Ubisoft's new gaming subsidiary. Interesting, interesting. Hopefully they will make better video games, okay? I just hope that. I hope they even sell the ACIP, you know, the Assassin's Creed, the intellectual property to Tencent to make better Assassin's Creed games, okay? And when it comes to Great Britain and this little dictator, yeah, it's not looking good for them. I mean, I'm so annoyed at the fact that when he went at the White House to discuss with Donald Trump on whatever topics they were discussing, when democracy came and he was basically bragging about the fact that, oh, Great Britain is the pinnacle of what it means to be a democratic country, you know, we defend freedom of speech. And yet, you know, the police are showing up at a 54-year-old's house, you know, because she was calling for Labour Council David Sedgwick to resign in a community Facebook group. Yeah, if that is not blackmail, I don't know what it is, you know. Freedom of speech, except you cannot post whatever you want online, okay? Even if it's something so simple, so insignificant as, you know, to basically just go on the internet and say, hey, that politician should resign because he's not doing a good job. It's beyond me, you know, it's... This is looking like, as I said, a dictator, and the Great Britain is looking, I don't know, a little communistic, don't you think? But without wasting any more of your time, this was it. Thank you very much for watching. What did you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Well, I don't think I'm wrong, to be honest, but I'm open to hearing your opinions in the comments down below. Now I'm gonna go make myself some soup because I'm still sick and a headache is starting to settle in. So there is only one thing left for me to say. And that is, I wish you a good day, good night, good morning, whatever it is. I really hope it's good because you deserve it. I'm sending you smoochies and goodbye, my dear.